Alright, so I'm doing another some Schwarzenegger in block draft, and this pack has got a few options. There is an Entomber Exarch, which is a really fine card. There's a Conversion Chamber, which has its uses. There's also a Grim Affliction. Out of these cards, I think that I prefer Entomber Exarch the most. Conversion Chamber wins the long game if you can just exile artifacts and do it all over again and again and again. But Entomber Exarch is the strongest of the cards, so I'm going to go for that. And this pack has got a Pit Driller, which I'm happy to pick up here. There is also an Impaler Shrike, Suchi Priest, and to some extent Immolation Soul Eater. Those are the picks: Priest, Shriek, and Pit Driller. But I'm just going to stick to somewhat black cards, even though Pit Driller can go into any deck, being Phyrexia mana. But yeah, it's a 2-for-1. I'm going to take that. This pack has got a Remember the Fallen, which is obscenely good. Getting back all your juicy stuff, like, yeah, as in these two cards. If these two die, I can get them both back with a Remember the Fallen, since one of them is a creature and the other one is an artifact. There's an Inquisitor Exarch, but that is more of a constructed card than limited. Tezzeret Gambit is a fine card, but Remember the Fallen, it doesn't draw two cards, it gets you back what you need. This pack has got a Gerard's Verdict. It's not unconditional removal, but it's good removal nonetheless. Otherwise, there is a Magnificent Wellspring, which is okay, but in my mind, the Verdict is the better card. Otherwise, there is a Talisman. Yeah, so it's the best three cards in this pack are Wellspring, Verdict, and Talisman, and I'm going to go with the Verdict. In this pack, again an Impaler Shrike. I think that might be the pick. There's also Whispering Scepter, which is fine. I'd say it's between these two cards. The Spectre or the Shrike. And had this been pack one, pick one, and nothing else, I would most definitely take the Impaler Shrike. Now I've got a few black card assets, but I still think that the Shrike is the better card. More aggressive, and we're not in any way infect yet. This pack has got Numbing Dose. It is expensive, but it's also a slow clock on your opponent. They lose one life per upkeep, which isn't irrelevant, it's just slow. There's also a Vapor Snag. I think that the Vapor Snag is better due to it being an instant, and you can return your own creatures even though you lose life. So Vapor Snag it is. Force Worship is a good card. It's also it's between Force Worship and Vapor Snag, and I think that I'm going to take the Force Worship. See if white is in any way open. In this pack there is another Phyrexian mana card that I'm going to take. That's the Svalnthopter. I changed my mind in the last pack towards the very end because Force Worship is a stronger card. This pack has got the Svalnthopter, Psychic Barrier. I'm not going to take the Psychic Barrier. Um, Even though it's a perfectly decent card. There's also a Sensor Splicer, but I think that I'm going to go with this aggressive card, which is not even it's not even blue. You can play it even if you're not blue. This pack has got Blighted Agent and Magnificent Wellspring, and for us, the Wellspring will do more. Let's see. Yeah. There's also Cathedral Membrane, which trades with anything that it blocks. So that is not a bad pick if you. But I think that if we are going to go, we might go 3 colors, and in that case, I most definitely want to have the Wellspring. I'm not going to play any of these cards. I like Toxic Nymph, but it's better in triple MPH than it is in some block, I think, because there are several effects that put a single -1/-1 counter in the other sets. So I'm just going to scoop up the rare. Here it's between a Toxic Nymph and a Chain Throat Seeker, and I'm going to take the Toxic Nymph in this case. They serve the same. They have the same purpose in the deck, which is in my deck, which is to act as a wall, and the Nim does that slightly better since it has Infect. Regenerate, both have Infect, but this one has Regenerate. Now it's between Convert and Toxic Nymph, and I'm going to take. Let's see. I'll take another Toxic Nymph. The 4-drop spot will be quite full as it is. Though this time I'm not going to take a third Toxic Nymph, so the Soul Eater is the pick for that pack. So I'm not going to play it either. So away with you, away with you. This pack provides us with Divine Offering, Echo Wellspring, Priest of Norn, Rager, Dust Skimmer. I think that I'm going to go with the Divine Offering. Knowledge Pool is worthless. Wrong color. That doesn't do anything in the deck. Brigand Claw is a decent card, but Divine Offering is more versatile, and this one takes care of this one if that ever becomes a problem. So Divine Offering, yeah, that should be the pick. Here there is Green Sun Zenith, which is worth 1 tick. Not going to take that though. It's between a Quicksilver Geyser and a Steel Sabotage, and I'm going to go with the Geyser. Really putting us in an awkward deck with blue, white, black control, kinda. Still, it should be good enough, I think. Strandwalker is quite an easy pick for us here. It's the best. Cryptoplasm might be the best card, but Strandwalker is the best for our deck, I think. Yeah, nothing There's another Steel Sabotage. I want the Steel Sabotage if I can get one, but Strandwalker and Cryptoplasm are both better. Even Gust Skimmer I think is a little bit better than the Steel Sabotage. Here is our Steel Sabotage. I can't take Relic Water because we're not going to go double white, double black, and double blue in the same deck. As is, we have single white cards, and I'd like to keep it at that. But the Steel Sabotage is more than a decent card. The most annoying card here is the Bright Widow, but still, Steel Sabotage. I'm not going to take a card that I'm not going to play over a Steel Sabotage. The second most likely card to see play in this deck is the Messiah, but Steel Sabotage. It's a pick for ourselves. Now that we've got a Quicksilver Geyser, I'm quite happy to pick up a second Steel Sabotage rather than a second Geyser. This is the second time we have this choice, and the first time I took the Geyser, now I take the Steel Sabotage, and it's not unlikely that we get the Commando, the Digester, or the Geyser back to us. It all depends on the other guys around the deck, around the draft. Here's the Virulent Wound that we will take most gladly. Let's get more room here. So Virulent Wound. Nothing else really for us. This Argent Mutation will not make the deck anymore. It cycles, but I prefer having these quality cards instead. Serum Raker is perfect for a deck. Second Virulent Wound. I like this card a lot. Priest of Norn came back to us. I'll take that and not look back. Here the choice is between a Time Strike and I suppose a Mirren Spy. I think that I prefer the Mirren Spy, even though none of them are very likely to make the deck. Here I'll take the Scorched Servant. Not going to play two Mirren Spies. Spire Serpent. So we've got some flying offense here and some generally big guys. We didn't get any other cards that we wanted back. I don't care if anyone plays Matasaur, and I don't care if anyone plays either of the card, but I'd much rather just shift the red card that I don't mind playing against. It's good in certain decks, but on general, if someone plays it, I'm happy to see them play it. Well, take the card that no one wants to play. So yeah, we've got the makings of quite a good, I think, quite a good defensive controlling deck here. Trigon and Corruption will be the pick in this pack. I would like a couple of mirrors, but if I don't get them, I think I can make do anyways. Trigon is definitely the pick though. Mirren Spy will not see play if I can help it. In this pack, the best card is Galvanic Blast, but I can't take that unfortunately. So Moriok Replica is the best in our colors. Riddlesmith is fine, but we don't play that many artifacts, so I prefer having the replica that draws me cards. And here there is Canvas Guard, but as I said before, I don't want to play double white, double black, and double blue in the same deck. This white splash is something that I can live with, but unfortunately the Canvas Guard can't make the deck. So it's between taking this Plague Stinger just to have it out of my way and an Origin Spell Bomb. I'm not very reliant on drawing a card here. So I think that the best card for us, there's also Naked Romeo, but I think the Plague Stinger will be the best for us. Yeah, I think so. We have a very minor Infect theme to our deck. Ooh, nice gift here. Grasp for Darkness. Quite a minor Infect theme. We have the Violent Wounds, we have Plague Stinger, Priest of Norn, and the Toxic Nymphs. But this Grasp for Darkness, that's 4th pick Grasp for Darkness. I like it. Other card, Gamma's Warden, Bonds of Quicksilver if you really like removal, Disperse, Soliton, but Grasp for Darkness is our pick. And here we get a Replica of Painsmith, and I think the Replica is just better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, see, Color Swords. 4, 5, 6 artifacts, not enough to make Painsmith viable option, so the Replica that does something. And here I'm going to pick up this Mindslaver. Don't really care about any of these cards. Plated Sea Strider is the best against certain decks, but I think I just prefer taking this Mindslaver. I need it for my redemption, set redemption, and it's a fun card to actually pop in someone. Here we have another Plague Stinger. I'm just going to scoop that up as well. Looming Grid Drake isn't. I can't take the Drake because I don't have enough artifacts. Otherwise, they could have been a viable option. Trigon makes more late game for us, and removes it from somebody else's deck. Here it's between Disperse and Sea Strider, and I think that I'm going. Yeah, I'll take the Sea Strider as a sideboarding option against Infect decks. So 30 cards. We will have to do some cutting here, and I think that we might just cut white altogether, playing straight blue black. The only card that I'd consider playing is the Divine Offering, maybe Remember the Fallen, but we'll see what kind of what the deck looks like when we have put it all together. I think that I will run both of these Trigons, even though with the Infestation I can't put more counters on it. Just being able to bounce it back, I can reset it with 2 Steel Sabotages and Quicksilver Geyser if I need to. And just as it is, putting 3 counters on it, having 3 Infect tokens can be good enough as is. I'm not going to play the Sea Strider main. Most likely not going to play the Disperse main. Yeah. And then we have Forced Worship and Priests of Norn, which might make the deck 29 cards. I think that I'm more likely to just cut as much as possible of the of the white cards. I need to cut a further 5 cards, and I think that 4 cards. If I cut Force Worship and Priests of Norn, then I have gotten quite a ways to completing the deck. Just adding these 2. Although I wouldn't mind playing these cards as well, I think that keeping the splash to minimum will be more profitable for me. And I might cut one of the Toxic Nymphs. The second one usually isn't as good as the first one. So that's 25 cards, and we are, yeah, let's see here. Trigon Infestation won't make the deck. It makes creatures for us, which we don't have too many. We only have 12 creatures, but I still think that the cards that I have in the deck now do the job better. And since I have a more, yeah, I want to fetch the planes. So can I play 16 lands? No, I don't think so. Playing, let's see here. That's in fact, these guys are in fact, and these do in fact. This is a removal, this is pseudo removal, this is removal. Bounce spells should have their own card, I suppose. Removal, removal, removal. So, I think that the most likely thing to happen is that I'm actually cutting white altogether, playing straight blue-black, and what should I add in this case? 12 creatures. If I add the Trigon, I get another couple of another set of infect creatures. There's also a disperse. I suppose the cards that I've got to choose from are these four. I'm a bit sad to give up on these cards, but I think that the deck is better if I concentrate on these on only two colors. If I see something with a lot of artifacts that I want to destroy and some really dangerous creatures, then I might side these two cards in. But out of these, what do I want the most? Mindslaver, I think, might be the best card for me. Taking over my opponent's turn and just wrecking his side altogether. Do I have any other options? Yeah, I have these as options, but I think that adding Mindslaver, I have the best chance of winning because the options are so much larger here with just adding the Mindslaver, because I can decide on his attacks and just win the next turn. I can um, I can yeah, it does the most. If I ever get to 10 mana on the same turn as I play it, then it's auto win. If I play it and then get to use it in the next turn, it's most likely a win as well. So I think that Mindslaver will be the last addition to the deck. And they suggest 6-11, and I think that 10-7 is the proper setup, because I have these two double blue, I have these three double black, but I do have the Wellspring. Yeah, I think this is the deck. Okay, see me in round one.